Hello guys and welcome back to my Civ 6 modded series. We've been playing as Gilgamesh. This is, I think, session number 4. And one thing I do want to point out before we get into it, I'm actually recording this session before episode 6 has gone out in my series. So one thing I do want to apologise for is that if you are leaving comments and watching that episode and you do leave them and they're not included in this, it's not because I'm ignoring them, it's just because of the fact that I had to record beforehand due to real life kind of situations with work and that kind of getting in the way. I'm going to be busy for the next 7 days and I wanted to make sure there was content and video has been uploaded over the next 7 odd days as well. So I'm kind of recording this a bit earlier than I would like to. Normally I'd like to get all the episodes out of the way, then do a recording because I've had time to get everyone's comments and that. But while saying that, I do have some people's comments that I do want to more or less kind of talk about, which is really nice. People's been leaving quite a few. I mean, I've been blown away with the amount of feedback people's been giving me on the game itself, which is fantastic. Keep it up. Also, if you want to get included in the little, again, a shout out in general, that is a very good way of doing it. And I got a couple here. So I've got one off Earl Baker. This is from, I think, like episode 2. And again, it's the kind of issue that I have when I do episodes in a bulk of a session, so I record about 3 episodes at a time, is that I don't get a chance sometimes to reply to a lot of the comments, so I kind of give them a shout out in the sessions. And this is pretty much one of the ones where if you put up your special building, it will put you into a golden age. And it was something I completely forgot about. I remembered for the unique unit, but for each, especially in Rise and Fall, if you have the DLC and the era system, for each civ that has a unique building or unit, if you build that the first time round, so whether it be the unit or the building, you get an era score. So if I built my little Zigger, I think it's Ziggurat or whatever it is, the one that gives me science, I would have actually got an era score for that. So that probably would have pushed me into golden age, which is what you put. So sometimes I overlook certain things, and it's something that like the most simplest things in the world that you kind of forget, even though you play the game a lot. So again, thank you very much for that comment. It's appreciated. I also got another comment off, and this was a bit of a conversation between me and Vladimir Utin, and he pretty much said you should play with historic speed mod. I'm like, what mod is that? He said extends eras, much fun with Genghis on a Terra map. And again, I limited myself to the amount of mods I kind of installed, simply because of the reason of I had a lot of conflicting issues and the game kind of crashed a lot and there was a lot of problems. So that's why I think I've only got about 7 or 8 different mods in so far. But he says he has about 21 mods and all the expansions, and the game has changed radically in a positive way. And it's like, wow, I'd love to be able to have 21 mods. So I asked him to list them all, and there's quite a few of them. So if you do want to see the comments, I think that's on episode 3 of the war carts. And he's listed quite a few of them. AI useful. He's got ballistic missiles for that Russian game. He's got detailed worlds. He's got free city states, half units, building production costs, Hellblazer. Well, I mean, there's just this list goes on. 21 mods is a lot. So I can't thank Vladimir enough for listing them all. I give him a good check out. And the issue is I can't really implement a lot of them because you have to do it at the beginning of a game. And if you try putting mods in sometimes, right, especially ones that maybe add resources or stuff like that, they just don't work correctly. So it has to be the start of every game. So when I come to do an episode, well, not episode 7, when I come to do the next series, then that's definitely something I will be doing, is trying to add even more mods just to add to the game. Unless there's no expansion, and then I might play that first. I don't know. We'll see. Depends how long this takes and when the next expansion is due out, because I know it's due out next year. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how this works out. I also had one from Jelly Gaming 20. Wow, quality of at least 10,000 sub YouTuber. Why aren't you popular? I was blown away by this comment, and again, I don't want to be trying to big headed. I sometimes do feel myself that I should have more subs, but again, YouTuber is a very competitive environment. You are competing against loads of different YouTubers for the same space, especially the gaming scene as well. A lot of people are doing gaming. You are fighting over a select number of viewers, and certain amount of people like myself, even myself, I only watch certain amount of subscribers. I think I only have about 20 subscribers that I watch in total on my YouTube. So it's you're constantly fighting over them. But I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to have more subs, to be honest. And I appreciate the kind of idea that you think that my content is worth a 10,000 subscribers, because that is fantastic. It means I'm going in the right direction. So thank you for that. And then we've got another one, a couple more of Vladimir actually. He put a few in. He says, man, I love this game. And again, me too. Civ 6 is an absolutely fantastic game. I love Rise and Fall much more than I do the base game. And I couldn't play Civ 6 without the expansions now because the Rise is just so much better. And also he says, he asked me to join a little group and discussion on Facebook. But again, I don't do Facebook. I kind of stay away from that entire scenario because I just don't like it. And I don't use it, to be honest. And then the final one that I got, well, actually the final two, I got one off Tripster. He says, Civ 6, and I'm like, you can't beat it. He says, Civ is not easy, that's for sure. He says, it can be a game challenging, and even the most experienced players, it's why I love the game so much. I love games where it's more challenging, it's more difficult, it's one of those ones where you are pretty much... It tests your ability, and you can get games which are so easy, you walk through it all, and then you get other games which just is horrible. And it's just one of the ones, that's why I love it. I love Civ, I love turn-based games. It can be so in-depth, it can be so difficult, and it's just so rewarding when you do well, though. And then Aaron Dirks is the final comment I want to give a shout out to, because otherwise I'll be here all day. He says, modded Civ 6 LP. I don't see those often a lot. I think you should expand your mod list with the following mods: Rule with Faith, Thunder and Steel unit expansion. I know how it's catapults and eventually bombards. Well, with this one, it catapults, then trebuchets, stronger than the catapult but weaker than a bombard, and then bombard. It's basically adds more units in between the vanillas, which is, I think, lacking in some cases in this one. There's you do jump from basically a catapult to a bombard, which I find the trebuchet was quite a big deal in medieval times. And then there's a few other mods like religion expansion adds 40 new beliefs, expands number of found available religions to 16, new religion buildings, making religions a lot more dynamic, city states expanded. I mean, he goes into a lot of details, and again, thank you very much for that, Aaron Dixon. He also says something about the CQUI mod, and again, I've gone through a lot of the suggestions, and a lot of these, again, I have to do at the start of a new series because it's just, I can't implement them in this time around, but I do appreciate people spending the time watching my episodes, commenting on them, giving me suggestions, giving me feedback. I cannot praise you enough for it, and I'm so humbled by you guys just doing that. So keep them up, keep them coming, and if you do, like I said, do want to shout out, that's the best way of going it. But anyway, I'm getting a bit carried away with the amount of comments here, and I want to get into the game itself because that's probably what a lot of people are here for. So, we kind of left off last session. If you haven't checked them out, I do recommend you do that because I'm going to give it a little brief overview, but it's a lot easier if you just watch the videos. One gives me more views, and you could probably give a like on them. No, I'm only kidding. But yeah, so we had a bit of back and forth. So I finally declared war on the Aztecs because they decided to attack Brussels and took Brussels. I then went and took their capital city. After a little while, I had the Mongols then help me out. But then what happened is then once we kind of had that one, Mongols then declared war on me, and then took the capital city off me. So now they own it, and then we had a couple of emergencies backwards and forwards, but because they took the capital, they had emergency against them. So now the Aztecs and me are now allied to take the capital city back, but I'm hoping to do it before he does. And I'm just basically... It's been a very slug backwards and forwards. I do have this city, though, which is kind of nice. So it's been a bit of a stalemate around here at the moment. He's took this city back off the Mongols, and he's pushing back this way. He's got some catapults coming in to hopefully deal with the city. I don't think he's got walls or defences yet, so it's kind of a bit more easier for me to deal with. And I'm just trying to heal my units before I go in for another assault, because I don't have any siege weapons yet. I finally built a catapult, which is going to move out, and that's the kind of main thing I'm aiming towards here. So let's start moving these down, because that will take down the city's health a lot easier than what my units are, because I feel like my war carts now are getting a bit outdated. They're only 30 attack, and I believe the horses anyway have a lot more... I didn't want to go there, I just wanted to see what his horse... I think the horsemen have a lot higher strength than what my war carts have, so it's a bit of a difficult one right now, and I'm just trying to see which units I can move. So I can move these ones. I've still got a couple to come up. I had barbarians come from the north as well and start pillaging my stuff because there's a camp here, which is a bit frustrating, if I could say so myself. Right, well, what do we want to get on with here? We can get apprenticeship, we can get construction, which would give me access to siege towers. I get mathematics, which gives me access to Petra, and movement for all naval units. Pinching. I mean, let's have a look here. Where can I go? If I get apprenticeship, I will then eventually be able to get... I'm going to have to get mathematics anyway at some point. But but I'm going to have to get apprenticeship, then mathematics, and then I'll be able to get education, because I want to get the universities so I can actually get more. I'm going to have to go down and get construction anyway, so I can at least unlock military engineering. That's going to be NITR, and then that leads to gunpowder. So that's going to be quite of interesting use. Some down the line. We've also, how are we doing on gold? We've got quite a lot of gold, so we're doing okay. Do I want a hub down? Well, I think I want to go for a builder. I need to repair this because I lost the lead in most cases, and then probably after that I want to get a I do already have, oh yeah, because I can't have religion. That's one thing that kind of annoyed me a little bit. I could have a government plaza and have it tied down to one of these buildings here. So I've got my science complex. I've got my, I don't really need an entertainment complex yet because I've got enough amenities. I could get an aqueduct, and that would tie me off for getting more houses for a while. But that means that I wouldn't be able to have the government plaza. Because the government plaza is useful because it provides loyalty for the city and increases +1 loyalty adjacent bonus being earned by any district and awards 1 governor title. So I probably want to get this out, and I'm going to put it here next to the religious building. Oh, actually no, I could put it here next to the mountain. And then this gets an adjacency bonus. Because that's the thing that you want to make sure you do, is planning your cities out very well. Increase of +1 to adjacent bonuses being earned by adjacent districts. So I definitely want to put it here. It won't do it yet, it's going to just wait for now, because again, production queues, fantastic mod in most cases. So let's put you back in the city, we'll heal up. We've got this walkout kind of just like chilling around. I was trying to see if the Mongols have got any more units kind of coming out, but they don't. And they have a lot of problems with Valletta's now coming in, who's my Syrizane, attacking these cities, which is kind of cool. And we kind of wiped out most of the Mongolian units with this backwards and forwards. So it's nice that it's going well. Well, he now denounces me. You occupy one of the cities. Well, yes, I do, but that's not my fault. They're going to offer me 1 gold, 30 turns for an open border. Yeah, go on then, Georgia. I'll accept that one. That seems like a very good deal. Let's move you down. We've got the swordsman we can bring in now. The walkouts are almost finished repairing or healing up. We've got this archer unit that can come down now. So we're going to run... Oh, we're going to have to run this way. This walkout's going to have to heal. So they haven't got anyone yet. They'll say this unit's going to deal over this way. So it means I can kind of move around back this way. Hopefully these catapults will join in at some point. I mean, he's got loads. Look at this. Aztecs have got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 catapults. 7, 8. 8 catapults. That is just greedy. I mean, it's a good way to take down a city, I can tell you that now, but overall, that's just, yeah, been really, really greedy. I'm going to move across the river so I can actually go in and attack. Open borders are going to give me... Yeah, go on then. You can have some open borders, Germany. I can't see much of an issue of you right now. Okie dokie. We have a city which is going to not be able to grow, which is this one. So I need to improve it a little bit more, but you're going to have to wait. I need a couple of builders, yep. Swordsman, do you want to move you in? I'd really want to get all these units around, but... I mean, if I move him to there, he's going to get in the way, and he's going to take a shot. So let's move the swordsman up. Let's move the walkout to there. The archers can stay, and if we move all these units in now, we might be able to take this. So let's try and see if we can surround this entire area. Because this build... Actually, this can't fire, so it's fine. Actually, I probably want to move the catapult up first, but... That's fine. Let's get the archers across. Let's get this walkout now that's in. These other ones are repairing. I probably want to send this walkout up this way to deal with the barbarian camp at some point. See it losing loyalty because it's got low influence from the Aztecs and not much from me. So it's going to get full loyalty in 41 turns, but it's going to lose loyalty as well, which is not going to be good. If I take the city, I get a bit more, which would be good. Plus it'd be main capital as well. But I'm going to have to see if I can take it first because, yeah, it's awkward. Okay, so we've got all these moving in. I wish they would fire, to be honest, because he's got a load of cavalry units now starting to come out. This barbarian camp just spawned right there, which hopefully might help. We'll see. So move you there, You there. Now the city's going to be under siege. We can move you up. Move the catapult up. These guys I can't bombard yet, so that's going to be a bit awkward. This can, though. So let's do that. Let's move the war cart round. Move this war cart down. Move these archers down. There's now a builder, so we can move up to get this repaired off. We could actually attack. And just fling yourself in. There we go. The Wondrous being completed by Frederick Barbosa, which is the Great Library, which again I wish I should have gone for, to be honest, but never mind. We could do with some more housing, to be honest, but the best way to do that is get builders just to kind of force out a load of units. I mean, I could build up here and get the ox and the horses, and there's quite a lot of fish and mussels and that out in the sea here. So I'm trying to think, would it be good just to build another city up that way? Because there's no penalty for having too many cities, which might be good. So, and this would actually lower the population by 1 as well. Well, I'd always want to focus on getting out catapults. I'm just trying to think. That's the main thing right now. I mean, I could get a science and put it here, and I get the adjacent bonus for next to the... I mean, that would give me 3, but I think that's because it's next to this amber, these forests, and then 2 more forests here. Just trying to think. Do I want to... Yeah. If we get this tile, 150 is quite a lot, but I feel like the adjacent bonus would be really useful. And then we can get a library straight into there once that's built. Now, we'll hit this off, and we'll see if these catapults kind of have a little bit of a jump in. Let's go this way. Because I've got a feeling... no, I'm not going to make peace with you, fucking Mongolia. You backstabbed me. How dare you, Genghis Khan? No freedom for you. I've got a feeling once I take this city, I'm going to have to deal with the Aztecs next, again. Which is going to be kind of a bit interesting, to be honest. I can't actually deal with this. So let's move you to there. Move you to there. Fire in. Got plenty of archers anyway, just in case. And we could probably take this. If we fling all our units in. That will actually be a major defeat and I'll lose that one. He will almost die. So let me heal up. First fortified defenders. Heal up you. You can stay healed up. And we'll just have to wait an extra turn, I feel, before we start doing anything. Because he can't actually heal the city. Anyway, because it's under siege. Which is good. What do I want? Do I want to get ancient walls in here just to defend? I think that might be a good idea. Just for the defensive purpose of it. Because it is quite out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, look at this. It's surrounded by 2 cities quite close by. And it's only got support from this direction so far. Oh, can I actually give that a little whack? Here you go, have a tap. And you can fortify up. We'll leave you there. And then the builders move you up 1. I think we'll take the city next turn. This horse is going to die, so he might as well just use it to actually do some damage now. But he hasn't, so that makes it so much easier for me. Just fling some damage in, and we'll use our lovely swordsman to take that down. We've now taken the city back. We could liberate it or keep it. I'm going to keep it. It's mine. I want the capital because that's used for domination. We've also got ourselves... our lovely envoy to send somewhere. Now, where are all these city-states? Across the Great Writer, Government Plaza, which I'm doing. Where's Geneva? Geneva's all the way over there. I mean, he has got relationship, and it would give me science if I just get 1 in there for now. Which I think is a good idea. And now that we've got this, it means we can kind of see where we want to go next. Well, probably want to get rid of this barbarian camp. Might be a good idea taking Genghis Khan's capital building, but I don't know where his capital is, because this isn't it. This is just a city. That's a city, and that's a city. And I think his main capital's down here. So I'd actually have to go through a few cities to get to his capital building, so it might be a good idea to see if I can have peace with him. Make peace. So he's not... Actually, I wonder what I can get off him. Because, to be honest, he should be offering me a shit ton for the amount of problems he's caused. It's only got 3 cities. Huh. Oh yeah, because he can't give his capital city away. Gold per turn. And then... yeah, so he'll give me 10 gold per turn for 30 turns. So that's 300 gold. Yeah, I'll get that. So that's now peace with him. So we should win this as well, because we've captured their city. Although, saying that, yeah, we should get that next turn. Cool. We want to repair both of these and the shrine. So it's going to take a fair few amount of turns to do. I think he had a bit of problems with this city-state as well. So now that they've kind of decided to go, yeah, we're cool, we're friends. This builder can repair that. Nicely done. And then we'll see what happens with the Aztecs, because, yeah, this is going to rebel in 11 turns, and it belongs to me at the moment. So it might be good getting a governor in there, just to kind of level this out. I might want to take this city as well, because that would actually help with loyalty issues, because I've got a feeling it's getting free pressure from the Mongolians, it's getting free pressure from the Aztecs, and it's getting free from me. So it might be a good idea to... I mean, saying that, though, got a lot of pressure from Germany, this city. This has got a lot of pressure from a different load of sources. Yeah, it's... yeah, I think we should be fine. I think after a couple of turns, it'll then do better. Right, let's see what happens next. So he's ran back there. We're victorious, so we get... wow. Member units gain +5 healing in the target territory. Nice. Member civilizations split pot 3,600, so we get 1,800 each.
We're all apprentices.
Wow. So that is useful. I mean, this is what I love about emergencies, though, because if you can successfully win them, you get such a large amount of gold that you can just go nuts and buy loads of different things. And that's what's so good about this game in most cases, the fact that it just gives you the opportunity to go, you know what, I'm going to build this, or I'm going to do this. I'm going to run this way, and I'm going to do some building up here, because I feel like this settlement is a bit... It's got 5 out of 8. Which settlement is not being able to grow much? This one. This one's getting quite low as well. So is this one. I'm going to have to build quite a few